Hey everyone, this is Umlock24, and today I'll be showing you the deck that I used to go ahead and reach, I guess, the max level in the KC Cup to get into the second stage. The deck that I used was the Dragoonities. I also messed around with heroes, but I think overall the Dragoonity deck was a little bit better than 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 the hero deck, and that's the deck that I'm messing around with now. But let me go ahead and show you the Dragoonity deck. Alright, so here it is. The skill that I'm using is Baggy's Leaves. Baggy's Leaves saved me a ton of times, especially when I was down Baggy's Leaves, and whenever they destroyed one of my Synchro Summons, the Baggy's Leaves ability just came through, and most of the time I always gave me the card that I needed. So this is the build that I used. I used 3 Dragoonity Ducks, 2 Dragoonity Phalanx, 1 Dragoonity Armor Mistletoe, 3 Dragoonity Acleus, 2 Dragoonity Militum, 2 cards of Consonance, 3 Dragoonity Divine Lands, 2 Wall of Disruptions, 1 Dragoonity Legion, and then 1 Windstorm of Attack. The next, for the Synchro Summons, I was running 1 Stardust Dragon, 2 Dragoonity Knight Vajrayana, 1 Gay Dirk, and then 1 Gay Bulk. So overall, the deck is, I think it still needs a little bit more work. I can't say that it's like 100% finished yet. Overall, this thing, I don't know. I think sometimes it's really good, and then other times it's just in the way and it clogs the hand a lot. I think overall, I've been messing around with several different versions of this build. I've been played with 2 Acleus, 2 Phalanx, and then 3 Militum. But again, the Militums, sometimes you don't want them. They're just in the way and they're just dead. I've also just played with 3 Duxes, 2 Phalanx, the Mistletoe, and then 2 Actes and the Rest Spell and Trap cards. But again, you need a little bit more monsters. So I'm still working out on getting a decent build. I think overall this particular build is really competitive, and I went through the whole KC Cup extremely easy. When I was playing, I wasn't really paying much attention to the game that I was playing, because this deck it's just crazy. You can make a ton of misplays, and you're still gonna win. Let me go ahead and show you some of the replays. I think I recorded several of them. I can't remember how many I recorded, but we'll see. I guess we're gonna start with this one. And I do have another build that I think I'm gonna be working on, and that's a build with Anteater Eating Ant. I think that's what the name of it is. And the whole concept is to get rid of the Acleus that's attached, and then destroy 1 card on the field, and then use Anteater Eating Ant to destroy another card. And I think that concept, I think in theory it should work, but I don't know how cloggy it's gonna get, because it's gonna have a ton of cards that you can't use right off the bat, like the Ant itself. The Ant, you can't summon it unless you have like 2 spell or trap cards so you contribute for it. But I am gonna give it a try. Most likely, I'm not sure if I'll have enough time to do it tomorrow, but if I can, I'll go ahead and do it tomorrow. And if not, I'll do it, I guess, next time I upload a video, or at least give you an update whether the deck worked or not. But I do think it's a decent concept to have the that particular deck, the Anteater Eating Ant. I'm gonna see how viable it is, or if it's good at all. And then after that, I'm still trying to get another. What was it? The Roar of the Spheres, and the Black Whirlwind also. I'm still missing 1 of each. I only have 2 of each now, and I'm just trying to go ahead and farm as many gems as possible so I can go ahead and open more packs. I kind of don't want to spend more money on it. I did spend a ton when the pack came out. I got the entire Dragoonity deck finished, and so I'm trying to get as many gems as possible to get the that Blackwing deck, and that's why I haven't shown any gameplay of it. I don't want to give you like a half-baked deck. I don't think. I think the deck does need the 3 Boras, and it does need the 3 Whirlwinds. That way, it's a little bit faster than everything else. Oh, and this gameplay, it was actually extremely interesting. This guy got extremely lucky, and you'll see here in a bit of what I'm talking about. And overall, I think his deck it's decent, and it does have some potential, but I don't think it's. I don't know if it's there yet, because it does revolve a ton on the Supervise, and that's one of the reasons that I saved this replay, I think. I did play a ton of other games, but they were like a lot of them were mirror matches, and they weren't really that interesting. And in the mirror match, it just really depends on who has the better hand, or who messes up most, I guess. But this particular game, this was extremely. I found it interesting. I don't know if you guys will find it interesting or not, but anyway, I was trying to go ahead and go for game here, and I tripped it up. I think I misplayed here because I targeted the back row. I should have just targeted the monster. That way, when this one came out, I could just attack over it. And I think the Kremlin Cleared, the Axelgard, it's actually a really good Gemini. You do have to summon it twice, or you do have to have a supervise with it. But overall, the effect is it's actually really good. If you don't know what it does, is the normal summon of a Gemini monster cannot be negated, and once per turn, you can banish one Gemini monster from your graveyard. Then target one card your opponent controls, destroy it. So as long as you have Geminis on the graveyard, it's always going to be able to destroy a monster. So the effect overall is really it's good, I think. It is a level 8, so it is kind of hard to summon. And here you can see it work. And here I'm like, once I go into my next turn, I do have a Dux. And there's the Baggy's Leaf skill, and just this skill is just really good, I think. Especially with this particular deck. So Dux goes into, I think I go into another Vajrayana, and then blow up this guy again. And I'm like, I went into a game log to try to attack over it, and I'm like, there's no way that he's gonna have another supervise. So I went ahead and attack over him. I knew he wasn't playing that many defense trap cards because he's trying to go ahead and get his combo off. And that's one of the things with the with combo decks. And let me turn these things off. Character lines. Okay, well, disruption came in, and I knew this was gonna get destroyed because he second summoned that, and he did have the third supervise. But overall, the deck was interesting. It is a little bit luck based because you do have to have the supervises, and if you don't have the supervise, I think you're just stuck there not being able to do much of anything except defend, and you can't really run that many trap cards because the deck. It's a Gemini deck, and you do want to go ahead and get the combo off, and you want to run as many Geminis as possible. Now, on this one, I believe this was a really quick game. Let's see. Alright, so Phalanx goes into, I think, most of the time, if I went first, I always went for Gay Dirt to try to set up my hand for next turn. And if I went second, then I just try to OTK as fast as possible. So he Divine Rats me, which I guess it was fine. Because this is the second turn, and then I can just go ahead and Dux, and then just try to go for the OTK. Which I think, if you're playing this deck right, you can go for OTKs extremely easy. All you really need is say Dux, and that's about it. And then that's game. Alright, also I've been hearing discussions in regards to getting some cards on this deck restricted. Do I think it should get restricted? I don't think so. I think a well-timely placed, what is it, the Paleozoic? I can't remember the name of the card, but the one that acts as a Book of Moon. Just an extremely good, timely placed, like activation of that card. Will just completely ruin your entire hand, and then your opponent can just completely destroy you the next turn. When it comes to to most of the mirror matches, it just really depends on what your opponent draws. Against the Blue Eyes, it's kind of like a 50-50-ish, but if you draw a decent hand, most of the time you're going to be able to either out-destroy cards or destroy more cards than your opponent. And usually, most of the time, you'll win extremely easy. And here I was getting somewhat unlucky because I wasn't getting any spell or trap cards or anything like that. And again, this is a huge misplay that I did here. And if you know what the misplay is, do let me know in the comment section below. I'm not even gonna tell you. Just let me know in the comment section what the misplay is. Alright, there you go, Baggy Sleeves. That particular skill with his deck is so good, and I think a lot more people need to start using it. Not really sure what other skill people are using with Dragunities, but Baggy Sleeves is just ridiculous with the deck. Everything, or most of the things that you summon, are gonna be over the level to where the Baggy Sleeves activate. And they attack and attack again. So if you know how to play the deck, I mean, it's extremely efficient. It's really easy. You can go plus extremely quick. And I think this, I'm not sure. I'm not gonna show you another set of Kai because I think you're gonna get bored of just watching Blue Eyes, because I did destroy a ton of Blue Eyes decks on here, and I did lose to one of them because I drew a terrible hand, I think. But overall, I was just trashing everything in the way, and it was really easy. Again, I had a ton of misplays because I wasn't paying much attention, because I'm playing Dragunities, and I think it's a really easy deck to use. But I guess if you're new to the game, you are gonna have a little bit of trouble just learning the combos. But if you played for a bit, you know what to do. And again, the deck is just ridiculously good. And let's see. Okay, and there we go. And he's draining shield, but again doesn't affect it because of the spell card, the Dragoon Divine Lance. Which Divine Lance against low skilled players or beginners, they're just gonna get completely trashed. But let me show you the deck list one more time. I actually went into the Lava Golem. Well, no, I got equipped. So here to get this again: 3 Ducks, 2 Dragoonly Phalanx, 1 Mistletoe, 3 Dragoonly Actius, 2 Dragoonly Militum, 2 Carved Consonances, 3 Divine Lances, 2 Wild Disruptions, 1 Legion, and 1 Windstorm, with Stardust, 2 Vajrayana, 1 Gaydurk, and 1 Bulk. So there you go. The deck list is extremely simple. And let me show you the other one that, because like I said, I've been working with Dragunities a lot, and I've been trying different things. Here's the other one, and I'm just trying to get the proportions right to where I don't feel like I have a lot of dead cards in my hand. And I've been trying this version, but again, I'm not liking the 3, and I'm not liking the Dragoonly Legion either, because it tends to be cloggy, especially I don't know. I have seen a lot of different versions on online, and I tried them, and I just can't get them to work right, or they're just you're just getting a ton of dead hands, and I don't like that. But I will show you guys I guess the version with the Anteater Eating Ant, most likely tomorrow or the next time that I upload a video. But for now, that's gonna be it. If you have any questions or comments, do leave them in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and if you are enjoying my content, do subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.